Okay, this is absolute nightmare. I don't know why. It just stopped streaming the first part, 13 minutes in. Lovely. It's as I said, like this year has been an absolute mess. And live stream is pretty much reflecting that. So yeah, I have been working in this design agency in branding for like last 4 months. That's just recapping. Happy Saturday morning. It is an absolute bonfire. It's clearly like nothing works like it's supposed to work. Anyways, we need to roll with the punches, I guess. So today, modeling a product. Just gonna do this like little perfume bottle. I will just do some obscure measurements because I have no time to sit here and do God knows what type of trying to find like where the measurements are, because clearly stream can just end whenever because I didn't even click anything. So yeah, anyways, it's been rough it's been a rough year overall. So I'm just just gonna tell you where have I been, what have we done here, yeah, just model this little bottle, talk about a little bit about product design and what I have learned. I might be messing around with the shortcuts. Well, these shortcuts are not working, which is unfortunate. But yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna start by, do I want a cube or do I want a cube or do I want to do, let's do curve. I think like that will be nicer. There are so many different ways to do the same thing. And let's do mod on this. Yeah, so I have, as I mentioned in the previous live stream that it just ended, I will be collating everything in one. Don't worry, like you won't have to watch 3 different live streams. Yeah, I have been working in branding agency, which has been an interesting experience overall. I did learn a lot in this time. I worked mainly with alcohol brands, which is quite unfortunate for someone who doesn't really drink that much. Yeah, I will just show you pretty much how I would do if I had to. I had to create a lot of bottles for like so-called bottle library, so just we don't have to create new ones every time we are creating a new project for the same client. So yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, I was working in this place for last 4 months, and as I said, I learned a lot. The reason this didn't go beyond 4 months was because there was not enough work coming in. So I had to wrap up my my working in this place. But I did learn a ton in this place, like absolute heaps. If you think about, like, I had a really good manager in a sense. He showed a lot to me, how I should think about things, how, well, there were processes that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I was thinking I will just, I'm not going to impose my views and my opinions. I'm here to just actually get my bills paid. And I will be setting up sort of donation-based platform. If you want to support me, you will be able to donate as well, as I am considering to now do as much of YouTube as I possibly can, because I can see the value for you guys. I can see value for myself as well, and what I can get, like, out of myself. And talking about the YouTube, I have been quite mind blown that we are 176 at the moment of this recording. We are here. I do want to say thank you to all of you that has been here, has found a value in what I am doing. I'm super grateful for that. 'Cause yeah, as I said, it's really hasn't been the easiest of the years. I definitely have been quite emotional recently, with obviously losing my job as well. Like, and when I left like, I definitely feel better than I was after leaving architecture. Architecture was an absolute nightmare. Definitely don't want to go back into it. Like, I wouldn't mind doing some interiors. That is something I would be interested in. But I definitely wouldn't want to go back to, like, as in construction architecture. It's something I really, really don't enjoy. I find very confusing. There's no one really that can. I didn't really get a mentor over that time as well, which was quite upsetting, because I was supposed to have a mentor and I never got one. So that probably was one of the reasons why I absolutely couldn't stand it. Yeah. But I will be making a proper video on my lessons from this experience. I will be talking about what have I learned in this time. Let me see if I can aloft this. Just actually straight on. Let's see, do we? The new Blender, I'm not sure if I like, I will be honest. Like, I might be going back to, well, might be because I'm just not used to where everything is. Because where is the loft? Can I loft it? Or have I? Yeah, I'm not sure I like this. Almost feel like I have forgotten how to work in Blender. As I said, I have spent a lot of time working in Cinema, and to some extent they are quite similar. The way you have to think about model is pretty similar to both programs, but I have no idea where in this new thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like this. Okay, well, just wanted to show you how I would. Oh my god, okay. This is not great. Not a great start, let's be honest. Well, but as I said, the live stream itself has been a dumpster fire. I'm really not sure where to. Is there no? Oh, I guess screw is the one. Missing wireframe. Not as precise as I thought it would be. You know what? Let's go back to how we do things in Blender. I will take a cube and we'll start with that. What is going on? Yeah, I prefer to just sculpt it out from. Where is the? Is it generate? No. Yeah, I like when it all was together in the same place. Not sure about this stuff. So quite laggy, I would say. We'll probably go back to the previous version. Like, I understand it probably is quite laggy because it's just been released like a few days ago, so it shouldn't be too long for them to fix it. Oh yeah, there was a Blender conference that just happened. Looked like a super cool event. We'll love to go. Hopefully next year. I'm not that. That's the thing. Like, I'm not that far from Amsterdam anyway, so be quite cool to go next year, hopefully, if everything works out fine. Like, if you are watching this in the replay, leave a comment if you have been to a Blender conference. I'd love to know. I think like I saw quite a lot of people that are doing really cool stuff in the space. I need to lower the opacity on this. Because it's actually bothering me. So I will shade smooth this. I need to create this like nice shape inside. Yeah, I don't want to waste too much time for you and for myself because I have a lot to do. I have portfolio to update because well, I will need to continue applying for new jobs. I will try to make also this work and be more more on it, I would say, because I do want to spend time here more than I have done before. Maybe I do need to increase it again. Almost there, not there yet, but let me just increase a little bit of a. There we go. Yeah, well, I would say glad I have spent pretty much a year learning Blender because it has really given me pretty much the opportunity to work in branding over these like last few months, and it's been a blast. I had super cool colleagues that does a lot of cool stuff. And like everyone was quite supportive as well, which was really lovely. I will miss them. Had like a lovely lunch with them my last day. This looks alright. Yeah. So I know no one's here, but yeah, I will be working towards getting my live streams better. Hopefully do them more because really want to do these more. Have a little bit of a chit chat here and there with you. And as I said, like the community has grown already to 176 of us. It's yeah, crazy. I'm quite surprised. It's been because I always have been thinking like, oh, everyone knows what I know. Like, what would be the reason for me to create a new videos on this, but I guess people still want to see get different opinions about stuff. because like that's the thing, like I did make a YouTube short that didn't really go that well. But I was talking about why I actually really enjoy Blender Guru's tutorials, because they are quite good. Let me see how this looks. There's like a ridge inside. I have a real bottle, real reference here on my table. So I'm just trying to see. Yeah. And one thing that I definitely learned in this time was the devil is really in details. Like there's it's easy to model stuff, but it's hard to get the details correct. Like that's one thing I like. That was a lot to learn, I would say. Some things. Yeah, it's like little things that I was thinking. Like I thought, oh, well, I can model. I can model in so many different softwares, so I will be fine. And like I was fine, like doing the technical work. Definitely, like just building slide things out. Like it's really not that difficult. But the challenge started when you had to create like more detail, more precise sort of type models that really start to like, okay, this is actually a little bit more difficult than I thought. Just like thinking about those details that would really enhance the render at the end. Yeah, that's definitely something I have learned a lot about. Just generally how also like agency work. I have gained some confidence in trying to reach out for the actual freelance opportunities. I would say like quite a lot of it actually is my colleagues have helped me with, in a sense. Some of the colleagues, as soon as they heard about me being made redundant, they actually really felt for me, in a sense, which was like, I know like the situation by itself is quite bad, but felt like people in the agency did care, which is an interesting position to be in, because there are certain places where I have worked where people could not care less about how you're feeling, how you're doing overall. Yeah. This bottom shape I want to shape a little bit more. Yeah, also I would say I learned that I want to be more involved with, like brands and product design than in architecture. Definitely have learned that lesson. Let's see how this looks. Starting to get there. Well, we'll separate the cap on top because I will probably connect them later on, but for the time being, and also like for instance when I was working in this time, as I said, I was doing a lot of bottle modeling, like loads, and there was a certain way to do it, and you want to add liquid and you want to make everything like quite close to real deal. I'll separate this. And you also want to name everything. Like spray mechanism, let's just say. And is that bottle itself? It should be bottle itself, right? Yeah. Bottle. Because sometimes you get like to create. I was working on some experiential parts as well, which was quite rewarding, like just create almost like these very elaborate spaces for like duty-free areas in airports. We are gonna do with this. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Like I like when it's all in the same place and then I can I know what I'm looking at in a sense. So we have our shape. Yeah. It's good to be here. Like I'm been thinking about this channel and seeing like one by one like subscribers creeping up and just thinking, oh, I really need to get back to this. Really want to do what I have been doing before. Let's fill this in, and we want to add the little whatchamacallit, you know, the little tube that goes down into liquid. We want to add that. We are gonna make liquid as well. I need to make this spray little circle. Yeah, we're gonna make that as well. But first, almost wanting to do it with a curve, but let's just keep it truly in the way the Blender works. Yeah, let's make this as realistic as I can. Maybe it needs a bit more. Yeah, there were certain, I wouldn't say issues, but like I did have certain dislikes about the Cinema 4D. Still not the biggest fan. Maybe the reason is I just, yeah, I didn't really like it that much. Like, even though like I understand I have to work in it, which is fine, but if I have to choose, I would choose to work in Blender. Just I find that like my workflow is much better, and also just the community in Blender is like feeling much more nicer. I know it sounds weird, but like I find like community with Blender is more together. I don't know like how to even say it, but I think I will need to apply the very meshy. There's quite a high mesh count, which is not ideal for Blender. That is, I think, like that is really the only gripe I have about Blender is that as soon as the mesh count goes up, like the laptop is ready to take off, which like sort of a little bit limits you in a sense that like you can't really do like really photorealistic stuff without needing to basically have like a very high spec without really having high spec laptop, I would say, which is a little bit frustrating. But I find overall like it is, let me see if I can see, like I would like to smooth out, but then I need to add another subdivision, right? And it's gonna definitely increase the probably that's the thing, like I find with a Blender you have to really be smart about how you model things. I would say Cinema 4D is much more forgiving in a sense. I would say like one thing that I noticed, my manager didn't really understand, like he wasn't the best one with understanding understanding the mesh topology. And I'm not saying I'm like perfect with it, but I feel like I had a little bit better understanding about how to make it, like how to work with mesh in a sense. I don't know, like if that makes sense, but I want to merge these. Yeah, there were certain things I was like a little bit trying to push back, because I was just thinking like, man, like there's better ways for certain things to, like at the beginning I was trying to like basically just, yes, like trying to push back a little bit, like trying to say, hey, there is a better way to work this certain thing out. But then I sort of gave up because he wasn't really willing to to like learn more on that. I was like, well, might as well just leave it be. Just see what. So I sort of have lost it slightly in the Blender, which is not great because I enjoy working in Blender much more. I feel like I can get the lighting much nicer in the. Oh. 3, and there we go. And I know some people will be like, oh no, like cinema is so much better because it's paid. And that's definitely not true. I absolutely cannot stand this sort of elitism type thinking, that just because you paid for something is instantly better. I can tell you it's not. Blender has way more features that cinema doesn't. And you, like, for instance, water simulation is quite difficult to do in. Oh, oh no. Let me. Sorry about that. Yeah, this seems to be. Just had a call. That's just needed to respond to that. Yeah. Know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about mesh here. Now I should, because it's Blender. Yeah, as I said, like it's. I would say Blender is less forgiving of like the mesh sort of like the mesh could be, if it's can be built better, build it better basically. So we are gonna now, let's create a liquid. So basically what I want to do is probably just duplicate this one. Let's call it liquid. Oh, what's going on with that? So we are gonna now we are gonna apply actually the, let's apply this, and we are gonna take off all the I have no views, which is fine, and I understand that it is a very small channel, and also I have been working on both Mac and MacBook and Windows, so it's been quite tricky to like sometimes switch from one to another. Sometimes it can be like very annoying to do, but hey, work is what it is, and you just have to roll with it. Now some people can't do like, oh, I can work only in this certain software, which is like, well, in this certain operation system. I get that, but it's sort of like it limits you quite a lot, I would say. Let's delete this, these edges as well, these edges. So we have now liquid part. We'll fill this in, inset a little bit, because liquid tends to like curve around the edges a little bit. Yeah, like sort of like concave in slightly. So this is going to be our liquid, which we can't see at the moment because we don't have materials, but we are going to do that in a minute. Just need to do this cap separately. There's a little gap there, so we're gonna We're gonna adjust that. We're gonna I'd say we're gonna take everything from, doesn't really matter how much we take, just need to move it down to create like a seal, I would say. Can move this slightly down. So let's see. Yeah, that looks better. Probably need to just create like a nicer, cleaner look there. Gonna just finish that. And yeah, let's just do a cap. Should be pretty simple thing to do. So yeah, I did create a video. I will try to put it in the cards in this, like when I do a little editing. This well, I'm not sure why, but the cards doesn't always work. Well, most of the time they don't work, to be honest. But I will try to put them in the cards, the video that I did on my 9 months of learning Blender and how that landed my first job. Even though it wasn't for long, that job, still learned a lot on the spot as well. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster a little bit. Let's so at least the connection seems to be healthy today, which is great. Don't want to jinx that. Seems to be like it goes sometimes all over the place. If you have any questions about working in branding, let me know in the comments. Like, respond pretty much to all the comments because I don't get them that much. But yeah, do let me know if you have any questions on it. I can give you my 2 senses that I have gained from this time. There we go, we're pretty much done with the bottle here. It's a bit of refinement on those things. They kind of have like small ridges. Do they have small ridges? No. Oh. Why did I not look at the cap in the real life? Okay, what we need to do is take basically this, take this off, because that's actually where the spray part is. So we're gonna take this off. This is we are gonna add it to, yeah, not the best building I have done, if I'm completely honest. Definitely have done better work than this before. What I can do is probably take a few of these together, because I don't really need that much geometry there. So I'll just do a little purge in the rings here, just to create enough space for that ring that that's supposed to be attached to the bottom, to the spray mechanism. Yeah, this thing that I'm building right now, I will be putting into my portfolio. The reason is because obviously I need to find a new place where to work. So don't have to worry about the bills. Is that the thing like everyone does, like just worries about the bills? Because I feel like I do that a lot. I think that kind of works. Can do more purging. Just a bit more. That looks good. So now I just need to go. That looks pretty much like the bottle. Close. Pretty much there. We'll reach there. Yeah, I think we are pretty close to just do the whole label thing and materials stuff. Did I delete? No, I didn't delete. Just gonna do some materials. Actually, I will probably take my material from the other bottle tutorial that I have done before. So it's just easier to adjust. I will leave in the description which video I mean. Let me know in comments if you are here at this point. Hi, how are you? I hope you are having a great Saturday. Just having a chat with you where I have been for the last 4 months, really. And how's it been working on different 3D programs and stuff? Yeah, leave a comment where you're coming from, if you like, which part of the world you are coming from. I think it was an architectural visualization where I just opened this and I need to actually add this to my library, I would say. I need to update my material library that I have been creating over time. Should save this before it goes all wrong. You were doing so well, and now you're creating error. I think it's just like this. My setup is not powerful enough to run a live stream, model, do rendering, which is it's a shame because I actually got this laptop for in a liquidation and like I didn't have any laptop before that. I just literally have like what was actually, I would say, pretty decent laptop, but like it's just yeah, it doesn't want to go up with me. Hello, can I just have this material? Can I mark as asset? Is it actually an asset already? Let me see. Okay. Has given me error. I don't know if it is buffering or not, which is a shame. Let me see the suppressor. Oh, okay, there's a lot of new things here that I haven't seen before. Oh, are those geometry nodes? Ah, that's fun. I will need to look at those, but I think what I need at the moment, what I want to do is I will sort it out later. Sorry about that. What I want to do is just take the glass in the, because I have a glass made already. I just need to adjust the color of it. Just take this bottle, just copy it in so I can out of view. No, we're not gonna say that. to shading now, and can I duplicate this? So we are gonna just duplicate this because, yeah, it's not the most difficult material, but just don't want to do it by myself. I probably this happened. Great. Oh, I probably need to apply this and now apply scale. Well, annoying. So no, we don't want any roughness, but I need to have a preview for this. It's quite smooth, I would say, quite smooth glass. Obviously the color is like blue-ish. This probably can have just a slight. This is more so towards that. Yeah, that's more like it. The thing is, the cap is plastic, but it's trying to replicate that glass thing. Can I use the same thing, but can I adjust the liquid? Liquid has no really color, so I'm gonna go with that. And we need like a metal. Let me just this different. Why was it all good and now it's poor again? Well and truly annoying. Use this for that and use Then we want to gonna use the we are gonna assign the metallic for these rings. Almost there. Just want to I need to have where is this? So I will just quickly copy the scene that I made. This is not the scene, so we're gonna close that. Did put it in this, like I created a scene for rendering. This is something I learned as well from the place where I worked, was to just have like a base model that is already set up with lights. Super easy to use then. No problems with and we are going to need to, this is all under one thing. Don't really want that anymore because I have so this works better for this. Okay, let's just save this so I can see if I look into. Hey, we are not far off from the real thing. I would say a little bit more blue there. That's what we are gonna adjust that blue to be more towards blue. Yeah, I would say that's probably closer. Look at it in the now it's more